Go ahead, start it up.
That's not funny. Good morning, evening, day, night, cow, chicken, duck, YouTube. First, before we even dive into what the hell's going on today, my bad. Didn't even get a video up last week, and trust me, there was quite a few of you who let me know, because somehow I apparently forgot. Reason why is because, well, last weekend was very hot, and the footage was a little sporadic, and I like you guys just a little bit more than that, but we made a lot of progress. A lot of progress. And when I say that, I'm just going to turn the camera around. Eric's here. We know how much I love Eric. Eric's here. And Eric, before I even turn the camera around, here.
Oh.
How much work do you think is left? How long?
Hopefully not 2 days, because
You shut the fuck. Oh my God.
because it's going to be extremely hot today. Heat index of, they're talking somewhere in
Between
the upper,
115 and 122.
Yeah, they're talking about hot. I mean,
They're saying today's going to be the hottest day of 2020.
it's going to be nuts.
Sick.
2 to 5 hours ish, if I don't have to take something back apart that I fuck up. Because you know,
Are all the wires good?
the wire, I think all the wires are good except for the ones that I left in the transmission, because you know, this is performance. So I figured that if we put more wires in the transmission, that would be better. Am I right, Bill? I mean, come
Oh
on.
my God. All right, so to catch everybody up, the engine's in the car.
It is.
She's connected to the transmission. There are catless pipes in there. The mid pipes still need to be connected.
The
But
mid pipes.
we've already RTV'd everything. We're checking bolt links at the moment.
Well, not really checking. I just so you have two different sets. You have two different sets of bolts. You know, two different lengths. This is an oil pan bolt, and this is a bolt for all of the short ones on your water pump and your thermostat secondary thermostat housing. So yeah, and this one will strip the threads out a little bit, and I noticed it when I was tightening it up the other day, so I took this one out and put one of those in.
Boom.
So
for those of you who need to be caught up on this whole thing, we popped that one, okay? We had this one. We decided that one might have been through enough. We decided to put this one in. So this one has a freshened up absolutely everything. New water pump. ARP head studs. Everything's obviously been painted. Everything's been freshened up. That's actually a different alternator, because the alternator we originally had was catching oil blow off from the blow off valve from the supercharger system. What else?
yeah,
ARP head studs.
I put it in the wrong
catless
hole.
pipes. This, while it's on here now, this will be coming back off. Shout out to my boy at Tex SXT, because we got some party goodies coming. And then everything was, you know, freshly painted beautifully by my buddy Eric here. How'd that feel?
That felt wonderful.
What? Anyway, so everything's beautiful. Like, this engine bay is going to be insanity. Like, not only that, all the supercharger stuff over there has been cleaned up. So you're going to have a black, chrome, orange, yeah, wrinkle red engine bay. Like, it's going to be phenomenal. It's going to look amazing. But we're expecting decent numbers with what's going on now. The ported stuff that's coming in, the 80mm throttle body, which is also chrome, it's ported and polished. That'll also change the look a little bit more. I mean, she'll go fast, but she gonna be purty too.
Purdy.
So the plan right now,
Not die of heat stroke.
yeah, that very important. So there's gonna be some sporadic jumps in this.
Yeah.
Mid pipes are gonna be put on. Alternators going on right now. Then we have to do the full cooling system, core support,
Supercharger will actually go on, because I mean, since we have all the free room, we're gonna put the supercharger on there, get the belt, get the belts, the pulleys, the tensioners, all that stuff put on there. Go ahead and get the belt on there. Then we'll worry about the radiator and the core support.
Headlights.
The headlights. You know, the big thing is that while we have all this room still available, we might as well go ahead and get everything attached to the front.
Yep.
Not get in a huge freaking hurry.
Now, Rip, I love you, obviously, but if you have the capability of having everything off the front of your car and attaching the supercharger, do that. Because trying to pull that supercharger out when there's a core support right here, beyond the ABS lines, with those long ass bolts,
it's a pain in the butt. But you got to remember, I mean, this is how they put it on there to begin with. Changing the belt out, there's actually a video on that.
it's not ridiculous.
We've had to do that. Yeah, we've went through it, you know. So I mean, it's possible, it's doable, it's not extremely difficult.
Yeah, but with nothing in the front of the car and able to get to all the pulleys, it makes it 10 times easier.
Yeah, and I mean, it'd be stupid to not just go ahead and take care of that while it's open. So,
hey, by the way, cheat code: alternator. Okay, it is a clutched system alternator, which means
that once it actually stops spinning, the apparatus or the appendature inside will continue spinning. So that's one of the reasons why this did not get taken apart and painted.
Nope.
Because I did not want to break into the clutch system on this. I'm not familiar with it, so I didn't really want to mess with it. Yeah.
So what we did instead is I took that to our local AutoZone. Yes, I know everybody hates AutoZone. I get it. They have their place in the world. Leave them alone. But we took that over there. We had it tested. It passed. Boom. It's free. So if you ever have a question about your alternator before you go spend quite a chunk of money, because that thing actually ain't cheap.
Yeah, those are not cheap.
That's not a cheap piece.
That's $5,
but before
$6.
you spend a hefty chunk of money, take that bitch to AutoZone, get it tested. If it's good, they'll give you results of it, and boom, save yourself some money. You're welcome. PSA from your local friendly 86 face. Anyway, dog, let's dive into it. Okay, so just came back out, had some lunch, and then yeah, cooling system's going back on. This here, watch out. I gotta show them the pretty. Oh, that guy's back on there. Hey, cooling system's going on.
Yep.
Then the core support, the rest of the supercharger, and the front bumper. And then, I believe it's time for fluids almost, buddy.
Yes, it is.
That's a clamp. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, that one's for Mike. Okay.
Wow. What? Anyway.
What?
We're going to get the rest of that done. We'll be back in a minute. Fluid fill up and startup will be today. Everything's going well. It is hotter than hell out here.
Nut sacks.
It is disgustingly warm out here right now.
It is bad.
So probably won't be getting any pools today, but we don't need to just flush the new engine full of hot ass air.
We will be getting pools today, and that is gonna be the swimming pools.
Yeah,
I got it.
Small victories, everybody. Eric's trying to motivate you. Small victories. That's how you get shit did. So, ladies and gentlemen, it is the next day. And why is it the next day, you ask? Well, yesterday was actually the hottest day on record this year in Texas. It was pretty fucking disgusting. We got into the Jeep at one point to go do a parts run and said, what, 109?
Yeah.
109, and they had a heat index yesterday between 115 and 122. Come out here, work for a little bit, go in, freeze your nuts off. Come back out, work a little bit, go back in, freeze your nuts off. So that's how yesterday went. But major things be going on. So, as you can see, supercharger on, coolant piping going on. That's the radiator. I know we ain't seen that thing in a hot minute. And then we've figured out where all the boost piping goes. For all the OG guys that remember when we couldn't find a piece of boost piping in one of the videos a long time ago, what were we fixing? I don't remember what we were fixing.
No, we were
wrapping the pipes.
Wrapping the
for
pipes.
SEMA. Yeah. That was a while ago.
Yeah.
But we actually know where all the pipes go, which is, I mean, that's a miracle in itself. So literally, cooling system, get the rest of the supercharger put up, front clip, electrical up there, headlights and boom power.
But you really got to tell them exactly why, what happened. Because, I mean, this is a little bit of a learning channel. So when you do this kind of stuff, I don't care who the hell you are, I mean, you're going to have mistakes.
Yeah.
We filled the coolant up, water pump was leaking. The reason it was leaking is because, what did I do with the gasket? Oh, there it is, okay. So the water pump gasket.
That's the old one for those of you who are about to start talking shit in the comments.
No, that's the new, no, that is the old one. So the water pump gasket sits on there like so.
Here, turn over into the light so they can see. There you go.
Okay. So, water pump gasket sits like so, and all this black stuff is actually the gasket material, and it's supposed to seal that down to where water doesn't go out. Problem is, the new one really did not seal like it was supposed to.
Yeah.
So
we filled up the coolant yesterday, which I'm a fucking retard. This is the Mishimoto coolant tank. Yeah, it's wrinkled red too. It's nice and pretty, like somebody's real good with the paint. But this guy right here, right? You gotta remember, the system isn't on, it's not pressurized. So I'm filling and start shooting the fuck out, and we had to block that. And Eric had to bleed off some of it from the bleeder at the thermostat housing. Well, in doing so, plastic cracks. And we made a mess. So.
And it breaks.
Yeah, and it broke.
Yep.
So part of it was getting gaskets, and then we actually decided with that to go ahead and RVT.
Yes, we RVT'd around both sides. So as you can actually see on this gasket, you can actually see where the gasket is. So we RVT'd around that, let it set for 15-20 minutes.
Oh, don't worry. You know there's gonna be somebody like, it takes 24 hours to cure. Don't worry, bitch, it was in an oven. It was in an oven.
Well, I mean, you don't put RVT on something and then let it set for 24 hours and then put the product on. You don't do that. If you do that, you're screwing up, and I don't give a fuck who you are. So anyway, so we also did the RTV.
Wait. Just take it straight in for a second. This is in, you're an idiot. I love it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we also did the gasket around the gasket, the metal gasket on the block. That way both sides are RTV. You let it set for 15 minutes, put it on, hand tighten it down, let it set for another 15-20 minutes, and then torque it down. Then before you put fluids in it, you let it rest 24 hours, and then you're good to go.
Yup.
So that's one of the things that we ended up doing yesterday. Like I said, it just happens sometimes because, Dodge screwed up evidently.
Thanks, Obama.
Right?
So anyway, guys, we're gonna keep wrenching away. We're gonna get the rest of the supercharger put on, get the coolant completely connected, and probably start filling things up here sooner than later. And might hear old girl start her big fat booty up. Anyway, all right. So another check-in. It's nice and warm again. We've been sweating. We've been cooling off. We've been getting some O-rings. I don't even know what I just said, but you get it. But there is a front end on the car again. That's Eric.
That is Eric.
We went through, checked everything. I spilled a little bit of coolant. Yeah. Spilled a little bit of coolant, but everything else looks good so far. There's oil already in there. Yes, the filler neck is off of it because we realized that the oil cap will actually screw directly into the valve cover, which I like that because that giant neck that just sticks out, it's kind of annoying. So final stages of buttoning everything up and getting coolant in her. She's already got oil. And then we will get her jumped because she's obviously dead. And start her up. A lot of people are very anxious to hear that startup and see how she goes with the AFE cats. Catless. I'm just ready. Oh, it's Africa hot out here. Once again, look at Eric, look at Eric. That shirt was white at the beginning of the day. Rewind the video if you don't believe me. Haters will say it's Photoshop. Anyway, she's together. And come here. Look at them lights. She's alive. We gonna start the truck right now because we gotta jump this this big old boat. And then we go fire up. Eric,
Yo.
are you ready for this, dog?
Yeah.
Oh, you killed it.
I know I killed it. I'm trying to get it to where.
And we're back. And we're gone. And we're back. Wait, hold on. Does the key still work? The key still works! Small victories. At this point, it's what we need is small victories.
Because, yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's a little tiny boat.
It's not that it's a tiny boat. It's that you've got a damn catch can in the damn way now.
Rip. Like, this thing is getting ready to fire up for the first time since March. And it's going to sound completely different. With some of the stuff we've done, it's going to run a little different.
And it's going to start a little different.
What do you mean it's going to start a little different? See, that makes me nervous.
As it should.
I don't even hear the fuel pump.
Take two.
No. Yeah. Take 46. Okay, legitimately, this is start attempt number 4?
4.
Number 4? We actually just went and got a new battery because, well, Dodge.
No, you just disconnect the battery instead of running through. Your point? Go ahead. Did you kill it?
I killed it.
Okay.
That sounded horrible.
Yeah.
And it smells horrible.
Yeah.
Get me going?
Yeah.
That's burning off oil that we spilled, huh?
Huh?
That's burning off oil we spilled earlier.
Oh, yeah.
It's burning that off awfully quickly. It's not even up to temperature yet for it to do that.
It's right directly on the...
Oh, it's on the... That was not me.
I don't...
It actually kind of does have a bit of a rumble to it.
Yeah.
It has a bit of a rasp rumble to it.
Yeah. I'm just glad it started.
I'm glad it started.
High five!
Nice party. All right, so it started. That's all you're getting for this video because we got to pull this hoe out, get her clean, get a little bit of fluids going through her. We still got to bleed the coolant system. So like, share, subscribe. Valkyrie is alive for the company that I called out to race. Stay savage.